Hello, welcome back. My name is Stephen Thuy, and today we're going to create an embedded um, chart with some statistics right on the cell sheet. And this is now in no means a production quality program or anything. It's just show you how to use the objects and methods in VSTO. I am using Visual Studio 2017 Enterprise Edition. But you can use any community edition um, or 2012 professional. You can't use the free 2012 because the add-ins are not available in that. So we need to first create a project, and my thing's going really slow, or maybe not. Okay, so we will new project. Let's do that. Okay, let's create an Excel. We're using 2016. And so, what do we want to call it? Bogus um, chart. Sounds appropriate. And okay. Let it create that. I don't know why it takes so long. Sometimes it takes longer than other times. Yeah, so I cleaned up all my stuff in Excel. If you want to see how to do that, just go back to my Hello World tutorial and I'll show you how to clean up that. Okay, so now we have um, the add-in, and I'm just going to copy and paste the stuff I want in there. That way you're not taking up your time. If you want to just do this, just pause the video and put this in. We get a hold of the active worksheet, the active workbook, and the get active app. I know other people do this a different way, but this is just how I pretty much taught myself how to do it, and I just keep doing it this way. And now we will add new new item, and we're going to add in a new ribbon with using the visual designer, and just call it ribbon. That's fine. Okay, put this up a little bit. So we got this add-in and the label. You can call it whatever you want. Let's call it Thuy after me. You can call it company name, whatever you want. Your name. Um, I don't care what it's really called. And let's open that up. Let's switch this from office to custom. That looks good. Okay, now we can do the same with the group. Label. Let's call this just bogus, our bogus group. Yeah, that's nice. And where is my toolbox? Let's go view, toolbox, and let's put a button in there. Great. Label. We're going to do a couple things, but we just call it whatever. I don't care. Chart. Bogus. Let's see. I don't like button 1. BTN. Chart bogus. Okay, I go and click on it. And you can put like images or whatever you want in that, however you want to do it. But we're just not going to get that into it. So now we need to get a hold of the current sheet because we're going to be putting our chart in the sheet where the data is. So let's go work. Yep, you know what, that's not going to work because I am not using the right stuff here. We need to use Microsoft. I think I did the same. Keep forgetting. I did the same thing in my other videos. Okay, so we want to do Excel. Got the ribbon. Okay, now we can do it. Worksheet. Let's call this current sheet equals globals dot this add-in dot get active worksheet and do that. Okay. Excuse me, my computer is on kind of uneven surface. I don't know why there's rocks on my desk. Okay. Range. So that current sheet will get a hold of that. Now we want to let's not do a range yet. Let's do a var active app to get a hold of the app. I don't know if we use this, but we'll just put it in there. Equals globals dot this add-in dot get active app. There we go. And so we want to count the number of rows. Int s row count equals the current sheet dot used range dot rows. Let's do rows, not row. Dot count. Okay. So that will count the number of rows in our sheet, and it counts the maximum. So you know, I'm kind of assuming that our data has been kind of conditioned, and the number of rows, there's not anything goofy there. Okay, so now we want to get a hold of, we'll have two ranges. First range will be, let's call it serial numbers. I got some bogus data, so I called it serial numbers, equals current sheet dot range, and that will be in the A2. I need to put some quotes around this. A2 to A quote A quote plus S row count. So that'll go, yep, all the way down to the end. And let's do another range, and this will be the data. And let's just call it data cells. I never thought of a better name for that. Equals current sheet dot range, and that's going to be in the column B, B2 colon B, and then we're going to concatenate S row count. Okay, so now we got those two ranges, and the stuff it's in there. Okay. Now we are going to do something here that you will use later, and this is more for a demonstration. So let's just kind of put comments here. We're going to put the data. We're going to put the data in the data cells because that's the data we're working, the variable we're working with. So we're going to put that into an array. So we're going to put data cells into an array. Okay. And in order to do that, we're going to have to create an object. And let's put that. And let's call that the original data. Okay. Move that down a little bit. Okay, original data. Now we'll assign original data equals the data cells dot value. Whoops. Okay. Dot. I just always wonder why you can't know what I'm thinking. Okay. Dot value 2. So that's in there. Int let's see, element count equals 0. Double, so create a double. Original, dang it, why do I keep hitting the original? I'm just kind of fat figuring everything. The array, that's not really fat figuring, I accidentally continually hit the shift button. Okay, so let's make an array. New, double, and we need to size it. S, row count, and -1. Okay, do this again for I don't know if we're going to use this or not. String serial number. We'll have it here, and we're going to erase it later if we don't use it. New string, and this is S row count -1. And then OK. And so for each, sorry, I'm just kind of thinking about how I'm doing this. I thought I had a better way of doing this. Object element in the original data. We are going to original data array equals, oh, sorry, element count I just hit that for some reason, and count convert. I don't think I need that element count. Element dot to, it doesn't hurt anything. It's just, I think with for each we can just do element. I think, right? Nope. There is a better way to do this. I know there is, but okay, we're just going to do it this way for right now. And you guys and girls, or you come up with your own way of doing it, and it'll be better. It'll still work. Okay, so we have that. And we can do the same thing for serial numbers. Element in serial number. I don't like how I did this. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to put that to array. That way, it's more clear. What am I doing? That's still wrong. And now we have to serial number array. String element dot toString element content. Okay, and that should do it. Sorry about that. I'm just always trying to think of a better way to do something, and I know there is. Okay, so this will take and put all the numbers from our data into an array, and this will put all the serial number data into an array. Now let's calculate the standard deviation. I got a squeaky chair. So we want to create to figure out, using formulas from Excel, how to get the standard deviation. So we will take a double. Let's call it standard dev equals, okay, cast it as a double, and get a hold of the active app. We are going to use that worksheet function dot standard deviation. Let's try to just use let's use the standard deviation of the population. And yeah, in 2010 you had to fill in all those arguments, and mostly they were type dot missing, but now you don't have to do that, so that's very nice. You can just put your data cells dot cells, and that is so much better. Okay, so this takes out of that range in those cells. This will determine, using just the same Excel function you would use while in a sheet, and it will create the standard deviation. So that's really nice to be able to use that. And if you wanted to use one of their array to figure it out, you can use double, or to figure out something else. Let's do the average equals the original data array dot average. And so we could use the formula for this too, or you could use Excel's built-in math stuff, formulas, functions, whatever you want to call them. And okay, So now we want to put the data, or put the what we determined into right on the sheet, on the cells. So we will go put average and std standard dev into worksheet. And here we go. So first we need to put a string, column titles, and I'm going to do this kind of. You saw in the my Hello World video how just to put data right into cells. I came up with kind of a different way of doing that. So if you want to see how to directly just put into cells, go back to that video. If you want to see this kind of, just follow along. And I like this because it's easily maintainable, and you can just add values as, because I was like, oh, I want this stat, oh, I want this stat, and I just kept adding them in, and so I was like, it's got to be a better way, so I did it this way. And so we are going to create this array. We're going to call it mean, comma, standard dev, comma, and 3 standard dev. And we need to change our values, make sure they're all strings. So string, so we'll column results equals new and so we got the mean or average a dot toString, and then we have standard dev dot toString, comma, and then we have 3 standard deviations. Let's go back up and make that double. 3 standard deviations. Let's just do this. Standard deviation, 3 standard deviations equals 3 times standard deviation. Okay. And let's put that into here. 3 standard deviations dot toString. Okay. And now we'll do our loop. And now if I want to add like minus 3 standard deviations, I could just put that right here, or CPK or CP or whatever thing you wanted to put in there. You can just add it right to there. And I'm not doing an SPC chart. This is not how you would calculate SPC value. SPC, it's just cross control values. I'm just saying that if you want to keep adding stuff in there, this is really a convenient way to do it. So for int n equals 0, semicolon, n less than column titles dot length, sorry, column titles dot length, and then we're going to go in plus plus. Okay, so range, not random, range, title range, create a new range, equals current sheet dot range. So we'll put this probably over in D. Concatenate plus n plus 3, and that looks good. Title range dot value. Whoops, it still doesn't know what I'm thinking. I can't believe that. Dot value equals column title n. Now range, the next one, value range equals current sheet dot range square brackets E concatenate plus n plus 3, and value range dot value, I knew what I was thinking that time, equals column results. What the heck? I don't know. Column results and n. Okay. And let's see. So, well, should we try it out? Let's try it out. So, this is going to go through and create 2 arrays, and it'll label those arrays, and then it will put the values in the next column over right next to it. And I like it because then I can just add on another one, add on another one, and just keep adding on over here and over here, and this will automatically add on to it, so you don't have to always figure out the cell name and make sure you get it right, and it's a lot less work, I think. So let's start this. Now I got a pretty fast PC, but this, I think I got some stuff running in the background that really eats up some of my memory. Loading the bogus chart. Okay. I guess I could talk while that happens, but you don't want to listen to me. Okay. Well, maybe you do, I don't know. So let's go over to THUI. Okay, I just happen to have some bogus data. Serial number, it starts off at 3, and data is just random data. Just typing. That's it. Kind of maybe coerce the values a little bit. But okay, so chart bogus. And it didn't like something I was doing. Huh. So index is outside the bounds of the array. Element count equals 0. Haha, I see what I did. Okay, sorry about that. Let's stop this. Okay. And this is not right. There's something I should be doing right here. I'm just drawing a blank since I'm making a video. So I was running into problems. Disable it. No. You don't know how many times I accidentally hit yes on that just because I'm not thinking and just hit the button. Then you got to go in and, I don't know, enable the add-in. So, okay, let's do this. Ah, and there it is. That's awesome. Okay, so it kind of looks a little plain. I think it looks a little plain. So let's go in and take a range and let's put a border around that. Border stats. Bordering around the stats. Now equal the current sheet dot range, and we know it starts at D3, right? And it ends, oh, where is my colon? And it ends at E something. And that was, so that would be plus the column titles. No, not column results. Come on, what am I thinking? Column titles dot length and plus 2 since we're going down to the third one. So, and let's do some little extra to it. So border stats dot border around 2, and now we want the line style. So XL line style. I mean, let's make it double. That's always fun. You got all these different options. You just go through and put whatever you want in there. Oh, XL double. Let's do that one. Comma. Now we're at the XL border weight. Let's not put a byte in there. XL border weight dot, oh, all these choices. Medium. Comma. XL, whoops, why did that, oh, my finger just hitting that. XL color index. Goes right to that. I was thinking there. None. Comma. XL XL theme color dot XL theme color light 2. Why not? You can experiment around with whatever you like, just whatever is fun for you. And let's do this one. Once it loads in the first time, it loads really quick. It's that first time that really just takes forever. Ah, now we got that. Oh, that just makes a world of difference. I like it. Okay, so we got that in. Next video, the second part to this one, we will add a chart like somewhere over here, and we'll use this data, and we will probably put a mean line in and a 3 standard deviation line in, just because we know this data point is probably beyond 3 standard deviations up. Okay, thanks. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the second part.